Coach, let me ask you from an improvement standpoint. I know you look at the scoreboard last week and some may think, well, how did you improve from the week before? But it seems like you're getting there, just not quite where you want to be yet.
Well, I thought we had improvement from week 1 to week 2, and really we did a lot of things well at times. I thought defensively we played very well almost the whole game. Offensively we struggled early, and then we picked up the pace a little bit, in the second quarter and into the second half. Jeremiah had that huge game the week before, so, they were kind of keying on him. And he still managed, he still had 142 yards. So, we're doing some things well offensively, and I thought defensively, like I said, 3/4 of the game we played very well defensively. And, the Wilson kid just broke us a couple times, and he can do that.
From that standpoint, defensively, and I'm sure the message is this week and against Centerville, we'll talk about them in a couple of moments, you're really going to have to play good, solid 4 quarters of football.
Well, yeah, whether offensively or defensively, special teams wise, right now they're playing very well. I know they've put up 41 points the last 2 games, so they're getting the ball in the end zone. So we've got to, our goal this week is to try to figure out ways to slow that down a little bit. And because of what they do and how they do it and the athletes they have, they're going to score some points. It's just a matter of how much are you gonna give up, and can you hold them to enough that you've got a chance? And that's what our goal is, that we give ourselves a chance.
Let me ask you a little bit, if I can, quarterback-wise. You made a little bit of a change there, and talk a little bit about that. And with a freshman now having to handle those duties, how's he handled it so far?
Well, I think he did a good job Friday night as far as just running the offense, and we didn't have a lot of issues like problems in the backfield or mishandled snaps or bad handoffs and stuff. So, and he's gotten quite a few reps in practice anyway. So, from a standpoint of running the offense, he knows how to do it. It's just a matter of getting him to the point where he's more comfortable in the passing game, and he is a freshman, and there are times when I think he tries to get out of the pocket a little too soon just because of being nervous a little bit back there. But, that's something you got to live with. And, I made the change after, we had a couple weeks where we really didn't produce a whole lot in the passing game. And it's nothing against any kid or anything. It's just, I wanted to make a change and see if we could try to up that a little bit. And, so far it hadn't really helped us much yet, but I think somewhere down the road it could.
But you probably had to kind of simplify things a little bit for the freshman, or did you pretty much throw everything at him?
No, we pretty much got. He's been in all summer. He played 7-on-7 with us. He, so it's not new stuff that he's being asked to do. It's stuff that he did all summer and stuff that he does in practice. So, in terms of, we didn't really simplify anything. Yeah. So, and I don't know that our passing game's that technical anyway. So. I think eventually when he gets a little more comfortable and gets a little more, I guess, seasoning under him, I think he'll show up better in the passing game.
Coach, when you look at Centerville, and you mentioned them a little bit ago and the amount of weapons they have, and they're playing with so much momentum right now, and they're starting to believe in what the system is, and it's kind of a scary football team to run into right now.
Oh yeah, they're very good at what they do. They line up and they say, we're going to run it down your throat, and if you can stop us, stop us. And I think the big eye opener was what they did to Shenandoah, who's a pretty good football team. And I thought they, looking at that film, they just dominated really most of that game. It really wasn't as close as the score was. I really thought that. Shenandoah would give them a real good game. And so, yeah, it is a little bit scary right now thinking about how good they are and how good they could be.
Is this a system as far as you want to control this football and get as much time on your side as you can and try to keep it out of their hands because of that offense?
Well, I don't know. They're getting some big chunks, but really what they're doing offensively is a ball control offense as well. And there are times when they just drive the ball, and then sometimes they'll hit a big run. So they're still counting on some big play stuff, but obviously if we got the ball, they can't have it. So that's something we want to think about, is trying to make sure that we can do things to hold on to the ball a little bit and put some drives together and hopefully end up in some points somewhere.